Sean Partridge here from EP Training. This video is about the Driver CPC Module 4. More importantly, using the appropriate restraining devices. Now, one of your questions, one of them might be about using appropriate restraining devices. Ratchets, webbing, chains, low tensioning bar, and how to do a dolly knot as well. At the moment, they're all on the frame that the DVSA also used down at the driving test centre. This one's a little bit bigger, but it's the same principles. So, one of the questions might be about selecting appropriate restraining devices for the load that you're going to be carrying. Now, you don't have the choice as to decide what load you're going to put on. And by the way, this isn't a real load, it's a demonstration purposes. So you won't have a choice about what load you're going to select, but you will have a choice about which restraining device you're going to use. So we're going to go through all of the four individually. To start your test, if you do use this, they will all be on the ground. So you have to pick these up first and then put them onto the trolley. So here we go. This is what you saw a minute ago. We've taken all the restraining devices off it to 5-to-1 ratchet strap, and now we put them all down on the floor here. And this is how it's going to be for your test. So we've got four different restraining devices. We've got the ratchet, webbing, we've got chains, low tensioning bar, and roping. So let's have a look at the most common form of restraining device that's used today, which is the ratchet. So your examiner, remember, they're going to choose what load they want you to secure, may select something similar to, you're going to load some pallets or magazines. Can you select which restraining device you're going to use and show me how you'd use it? So for that one, we're going to use ratchets. Okay, so they come in two parts. It's going to be down on the ground, it's going to be all rolled up for you. So if you just come around this side here, there will be some anchor points on the trolley you're going to use for the test. Again, this is not exactly size for size, what you're going to get in the test, but it's pretty near to it. Alright, so we've got one anchor point down here. So where we've got our strap, we're going to have the hook facing inwards. We're going to feed the strap over, make sure you don't snag it, twist it, keep it straight, and we're going to bring it down to this side here. Now we're going to pick up the ratchet. Where did I put it? Here we are. And we're going to go around to the other side because we want to secure that strap. So, we've got the hook here. Come a bit closer, John, and we're going to put that one facing in. So both hooks are facing inwards. Right, we've got the strap down here. So let's open up the ratchet. To open it up, we need to release the brake. Pull that, get it nice and straight. Okay, just come a little bit closer. We're going to see what we're going to do with this strap now. So we've got a little slit down here. We're going to push it through the slit. And then we're going to take it back up through here. Okay? Pull it through. Now this part here, you're going to pull. And then you're going to hold it there. And then what we want to do is ratchet it up. So, again, you're going to have to release the brake. So we pull this up here. And then we start ratcheting. Get it as tight as you can. We want to make sure it's nice and secure. So we've got that hanging out like that. That's going to be no good driving down the road. So we need to store that away. So pull your brake, get it nice and flat. We've got this bit here, we need to do a little bit of housework. So we're just going to wrap it around here and we're going to pull that knot in there like that. That's how we secure it. How do we undo it? Undo your housework again. Get rid of that. Release the brake. Push it all the way up. You'll hear it click. Grab it at the sides, and pull it through. So that is how we use a ratchet, and we're going to use that for palletised newspapers or magazines. Okay? It's in the last video. Now we're going to look at chains. Okay, so remember, you don't get to choose what load you're going to be securing, the examiner will. So for this particular one, when we're dealing with chains, we're normally talking about securing things like metal, maybe sheet metal, maybe plant, maybe machinery as well. So if you're going to be asked about something to do with transporting metal, we're going to get the metal chains out. Now guys, just one thing to be aware of. Down at the test centre, the chain the DVSA have is one continual chain like that. Now ours, as you can see, is 2 chains. It doesn't matter, the principles remain the same. Okay, all we're going to use, whether you've got a single chain or 2 chains, we're going to pick up the slack with the ratchet. Okay, so just come along here, we're going to use the trolley to demonstrate our answers. We'll start at the top, work your way down, gravity pulls you down, it's much easier. So, hook it round here. We're going to put the hook in the link there, that's nice and secure. Then we're going to pick up our ratchet. Okay, so the ratchet is there designed to pick up the slack. You do 2 things with this one. You can tighten it up, or you can release it. Got a little switch there, you just push in. See that? Okay, so this chain here, we're going to put in that link there, nice and secure. And then we've got this chain down here, we're going to hook over here, bring that one up here, and then we're going to hook that in there. Right, now, it's important that we do keep hold of the slack. If you don't hold this, it's going to drop, you're going to lose it. And all we want to do now is tighten up. So we're just going to turn the ratchet. As you can see, it's getting nice and tight now. Right, now to undo it, we're pushing the clip the other way. This one's a bit stiff. Hold the tension, start undoing it. Now it comes off the slack. Hold that slack. Take the chains off. Remove the ratchet. And the final chain. So remember, the minute we're going to start talking about securing metal, we're going to use the chains. Okay? How does this work? Right. The example you might be given in the examination is you're working for a supermarket company, Tesco, Sainsbury's, etc., and you're delivering cages you've got at the back of your vehicle, and they've got wheels on them. Now let's say that you've done half your delivery and you've got the trolleys all moving around in the back. What you might want to do is push them all up towards the bulkhead, get one of these out. They work on the panel size or box vehicles, if you like. You put 1 foot on one side, 1 foot on the other side. You release the button here. You bring this lever all the way over, and then you can move it to the desired length. Okay, this is what they look like in real life. The one you're going to be using for the test is much smaller. Why? Because it's got to fit in here. But it's the same principles, guys. Okay, so this is the one you're going to use in the test. Now, I did say to you earlier that this simulation trolley here is a little bit bigger than what you're going to find in the actual test centre itself. So normally what you're going to do is put both feet between these plates here. Ours is a bit short for that. So we're going to use these bars along here. Okay, so what we're going to do, first off, we're going to put 1 foot on this side and release that. We're going to put the other foot on this side. Now what we have to be aware of, guys, is that this is not a panel type vehicle, right? So there's no flex on the panels. These are solid metal, same down at the test centre. So as you can see, I put 1 foot secure to this side, and then what I've done is I've left a little bit of room on this side. Why? Because when you start ratcheting this up, this is going to move along a little bit. Now on a panel van you've got a bit of flex, not on this one. So you need to give yourself a little bit of room the other side. Bring it over. Push it all the way down. And that's going to lock in place there. Now to release it, you have one hand over here. Sorry, apply a little bit of pressure. Bring the lever over, and that's how we remove it. Okay, so if you're working for a supermarket, you need to secure your cages with wheels on them, push them all to the bulkhead, get this one side of the panel, this side the other, ratchet up so it's nice and secure. Okay. Restraining device we're going to use now, which in this particular exercise is the rope. I did bundle it up a moment ago, but it all fell apart, which is no good. Okay, so when do we use roping? Right guys, it's a bit of a dying breed now. You don't see it, it's not so commonplace these days, but certainly in the old days and maybe even now as well, if you're using a flatbed vehicle and you're putting something on that vehicle, you might want to protect it from the elements. So then you're going to put some tarpaulin or sheeting over the load, and then you're going to secure it with some rope. And more importantly, you need to demonstrate how to do a dolly knot. Okay, so remember the rope's going to be on the ground. What we're going to do, just come around this side. We've got a little anchor point down here. We're going to hook this under there. Okay, we're then going to put the rope all the way over. Now there are different ways of doing a dolly knot. I'm going to try, well I'm going to show you the way I was taught, and you still get through with that one. Okay, so you've got your rope coming down here. Right, this is how it is. I want you to imagine that you're going to get on a bicycle and you're holding the handlebars. Now you do not hold or ride a bicycle like that. You hold it like that. Keep it about the same distance as if you were on handlebars. Now you don't want it too low, and you certainly don't want it too high. Have it about the height of your nipple. Okay, now in the right hand we're going to make a loop. See that? And I'm just holding that with my finger and thumb. Okay, that bit there. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put, see the rope coming down here? I'm going to put my loop around the back here. And I'm going to hold it nice and tight with my thumb. Because look, if I let my thumb off, you're going to lose that rope. You've got to hold it throughout. You've got to hold it firmly. So, get on your bike, nipple height, do a loop. Hold it round the back, nice and securely. This bit of rope coming down here, you're going to bring round the back here. Can you see that going round there? Hold it there. You must hold it with your thumb. Then we're going to bring it round again, and this time, must look closely, it's going to go inside the first one. Hold it firmly. Now you've got this little bit of rope coming down here. We're going to give it a twist, and we're going to pull this rope through here, and we're looking for the anchor point down there. I'm still holding it, guys, yeah? If you let go, you're going to lose it. So you get it under there, hold it, give it a pull. That's how you do a dolly knot. I'll show you one more time. So, hook the rope over one side, bring it over. It will drop. Okay, let it come to. So, remember again, imagine you're getting on a bike. Make a loop in your right hand. Hold that loop around the back of the knot there. Hold it there nice and securely. Bring it round once. Hold it. Bring it round again. This time, look, you're going to come inside the first one. You see that? Keep it tight. Hold it. Rope coming down here. Give it a twist. You're going to pull that rope through there. Keep holding it. And then when ready, give it a tug. Now that is how you do a dolly knot. Videos give me a bit of an idea about what to expect, how to use the different restraining devices. Now remember, you might not even be asked to do this, but if you are, at least you've got a bit of an idea what it's all about. If you haven't seen our other Module 4 Driver CPC video on YouTube, it goes through a lot more of the questions and answers you're going to be given in the examination. So we hope this has been useful, and we wish you good luck in your Module 4 examination.